authority from within your own ranks. So that excludes the Security Council of the United Nations. My teacher of blessed memory, Maulana Dr. Fadlur Rahman Ansari rahimahullah, commenting on this verse, he says, what Allah means is, obey those in lawfully constituted authority from amongst you. Lawfully constituted authority means constituted in accordance with Allah's law, not the law of the state. So obey Allah and obey His Messenger and obey those in authority from within your own ranks. That's all Allah says. That's all that Allah says. Where in this verse do we have the divinely appointed leadership? Where? Those in authority, how are they constituted? And how do they function? That's the question now. Is it that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appoints those who are to be in authority amongst you? In another verse of the Qur'an, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains, He says, وَشَاوِرُهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ وَأَمْرُهُمْ شُورَ بَيْنَهُمْ. That your affairs, ulil amr, your affairs are going to be conducted and determined on the basis of shura, not on the basis of a divine edict. No. And so the Qur'an is clear. The Qur'an is clear that there is no basis at all in the Qur'an for the belief that there is a divinely appointed leadership in Islam that is restricted to the family of the Prophet ﷺ. That is in conflict with the Qur'an. What then do we do with alleged hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ is alleged to have appointed Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu as his successor? Our observation is that it is a massive vote of no confidence in the Prophet ﷺ. وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ هَذَا. You're making him look as the worst possible leader that there's ever been on the face of the earth. That he should declare, I have finished my work, I have completed my mission. And then as soon as he dies, every single Muslim disobeys him. Every single Muslim without exception, all of his companions disobey him by disregarding his alleged command that Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu must be my successor. It is clear that Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam never gave such a command, never gave such an appointment. Not only because of what is in the Qur'an, because it would have violated the Qur'an, but also because the Ummah spoke. Nobody knew about that command. And so it's a little bit late in the day to try to bring in a new doctrine which is not in conformity with the Qur'an and which would constitute a violent vote of no confidence in Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Before we end, there is another issue which stands between the Sunni and the Shia. And it is an issue which can unite the Sunni and the Shia. And that is the Sunni belief in the advent of Imam al-Mahdi. And the Shia most certainly believe in the advent of Imam al-Mahdi. We said to them some time ago that Imam al-Mahdi would not be a Shia, meaning would not be someone who holds on to this belief. The leadership in Islam is divinely ordained and is restricted to the family of the Prophet ﷺ. He will not be a Shia in that sense. But in another sense, he will be taking up what was left over in Karbala. Oh yes. And all the forces of oppression, and all the forces of tyranny, and all the forces of corruption of the faith, by bringing family rule and crown prince and king and so on, will all be running on that day, running for their life when Imam al-Mahdi comes. Because he's going to run them out of town. Oh yes. In that sense, Imam al-Mahdi would be in harmony with the movement that emerged from Karbala. The movement, the revolutionary movement that emerged from Karbala.